Hello, this is Victor. This video is for Rick. Okay, Rick, so I apologize for late night video, but I actually had to take pump back into my bench, and it did. I had this idea, and actually that was a good move. I removed the 2000 made board complete, and I put in the board from 2003. So 2003 board will have all the features your car has. It's way more programmable, and therefore I actually had to do it because I tried to work on 2000 board and I could not get emergency trunk open button to work. That's that green button that blinks on the trunk lid. So, and central locking and all that, it's all way more programmable. So we're gonna show the operation now. So here's the key, and we're going to unlock the car. It opens up. Close assist. This is important for timing. Basically, it's gonna pull itself in, and then it's gonna release in about 3 seconds. That's how many seconds you want it to release, no longer than that. Also, the speed when it pulls it, it also has to be quite fast. So what we're gonna do is we're going to show how fast it pulls and how fast it releases. These two edges will line up, and the driver's door edge itself is gonna go deeper in for a sec, and then it will release. So let's do the test. So as you see, it actually pulled in nice and quick, and it released also in about 3 seconds. That's a really good thing. Let's take a look at the passenger side door. Again, this is a 2-door vehicle. Yours is a 4-door, slightly different, but features are pretty much the same. Again, I can reprogram the pump for that particular reason. That's why I took it in first. Okay, so same with the driver's passenger side door. Pulled it in quite well. Let's do door lock and unlock. Let's see. Actually, we can look at that tab. I'm gonna lock it. The doorknob actually locks, unlocks very nice, very quick. Response time is perfect. I really like it. Now with the trunk, it's a little different story because this particular trunk lid is power assisted lid. So when I open up the trunk, it's not gonna open because I don't have springs. Your trunk has springs, so when it pops up, it basically lifts up and unlatches itself. So in this case, I have to kind of help it a little bit by pulling it. It's opened up. Let me do it again. As you can see, it unlocked, but it's moving because I don't have the spring. So if I'm going to, let's say I locked it back and I'm gonna help it, it opens just fine. Now the suction of the trunk, let me show you how it pulls in. As you also saw, it pulled in and it unlatched, and I went back up a little bit. Speed was perfect, very nice. Again, this pump was programmed for non-power assisted trunk lid, so for that very reason, in your car it's gonna work perfectly fine, because once it pops, then the springs are gonna bring the trunk lid upwards. What else can we show? Let's just show bolts. Well, actually, let's finish with the trunk here. Now let's open it up. See, I have to actually push it really hard because I have the mechanism for power assist is here. Then you have the hydraulic piston, and then the pump is under the battery. Actually, it's around this area right here. This hydraulic system. Now pump. This is your pump I'm sending you. Okay, now this pump actually is, my car is 2003. This pump is actually a number up, so I would say this was installed in about 2004 models, which is perfect because my number, this is my pump, it's 0748. Now I did use the top portion, just the casing of the pump that came off a 2003 2004 model. So this one is 0848, I believe it is. Yes. So that's gonna be perfectly fine. Once you pass 2003, you should be good to go up to 2006. 2002, you can reprogram certain features. Yes, 2000 works, but certain things do not work. Like for example, this little button I was talking about. So I'll show you now. When I close the trunk, for example, and then as you see, this button was not available in 2000 models. Now these buttons you might not have, because this is for power soft close, a power closing trunk system, and as you can see they deactivated because I reprogrammed the pump for the vehicle that does not have that feature. Now last thing, we're basically two more things I want to show you. We're gonna do a head. Now these headrests that I have, original programming for these headrests is when somebody buckles in, headrest comes up. Now we only activate feature that will allow us to drop headrests. So as you can see, I can manually put it on, but it also will go up if I buckle in a seat belt. The feature is available in programming. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put on the ignition, and I press headrest down button. See, headrest is up, the other one is down. The button is obviously on your dash right here, the headrest down button. Now I don't think it's gonna work when the ignition is off. So actually let me try to press it, see what happens. Nothing happens, so let's put on the ignition. Ignition is on. Let's start the car, I guess, or something. This is our headrest. It went down and works. So again, see, it tries to move up and down because I do have up and down function built in the vehicle, but it is only programmed to go down. So when you press a button on your car, they will all go down. I set up all three headrests because my car has only two, yours have three, so I activated the third headrest to go down as well. So that is working. In terms of lumbar support, mine has multi-contour seat, but we can do, let's say, what are we gonna do? Let's say bolster. Let's see if you can see it. You can see, let me have it steady. So I deflate it. As you can see, deflates and inflates. So pressure supply to bolsters are also in properly working order. So I'm pretty happy the way it came out. Everything seemed to work fine. Oh, fuel filler cap. Okay, let's do it and check that out as well. The car is open now, so of course we're going to have fuel filler open. Okay. Now let's lock the car. Let's go lock it up. Lock it. Locked. Let's see if it locks. No, this car has to be off. Okay, let's just shut it down and then lock the car with the key, because we're only closing interior doors. So if we're gonna lock it with the key, okay, so the key, I just locked the car with the key, as you can see. Okay, and now the fuel cap is not bulging, so we do have locked fuel cap. So I'll lock the vehicle. See, it opens up. So this is in working condition. So basically that concludes our test, really. It's a long video, I know, but I just wanted to go through all of these little things because that's important. And again, I mean, I have a mess over here because it's been a long day, and it's like 8 o'clock at night, and I started at 7 in the morning, but I want to have this mailed back to you, so I wanted to finish it. And again, this is my start diagnostic, and just you see PSE. I just went to program it through my car, but I did activate features that were discussed on the phone and deactivated other features. As a matter of fact, when I pull in my pump, I'm gonna reprogram my pump real quick. Couple of options while I have it connected. So basically this is all we have it. Again, my apologies for this setup. It's in front of my house, it's not in the shop. I just wanted to do this real quick today because it's been long overdue. Oh yeah, automatic relocking. Let's say we have, let's close the trunk. Let's close the trunk. Now, the car is locked. As you can see, I locked it. Now, I'm gonna unlock it and do not enter the vehicle. In about 40 seconds, that's how I set it. It's supposed to relock itself. So let's just give it like a 40-second period and see if it locks itself back. It's just by accident. If you opened it, if you unlocked it rather, it will actually lock itself back, so you don't leave car unlocked. Basically my car has no air leaks, no vacuum leaks, no pressure leaks, no reservoir leaks, so it's all good to go. Now if you do have leak in your bolsters or something like that, then you have to address those because pump is gonna burn again. See, it just locked itself back. I don't know how many seconds it was, but that's automatic locking. I just unlocked it and it locked itself back. Okay, let's see. Again, we unlock the car now. We open the door, close the door, and it will not lock itself anymore. So basically, that's the situation here, and everything seemed to be okay. So it is basically ready to be mailed out. So I'm going to get this pump out. As you can see, I also capped off two of extra doors that my car does not have. These are my test tubes. Just completely blocked them off just to kind of mimic a four-door vehicle setup. Okay, so basically this is it. I think I covered it all, and pump works great, very good piece. I'm really happy the way it works, and I already sent you pictures of internals, so those you should have. And yeah, that's about all. Alright, so this is Victor at RestoreYourMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.